Are you allowed to curse? Is your wife home?
He's around.
It's the Misery Loves Football podcast. Your host, Kevin Brennan.
Hey, everybody. We're joined by the great Jim Florentine. He's a big sports guy, so we thought we'd get an outsider's take since it's our second week, and we already got sick of each other, so let's bring in somebody else. Jim, what'd you think about last week's games? Any takes on any special takes?
That's been pretty good so far. I mean, I like that it doesn't really bother me that there's no fans in the stands. I actually like that because then they don't have to cut to a fan in fucking goofy makeup or some costume in between plays. I don't have to see that shit. Grown men dressing up like a fucking, like a superhero at a Raider game. And some woman praying, in the first quarter because it's 3rd and 7. I don't need to see that fucking shit. Yeah. So that's good.
I saw I think it was the NBA game. Maybe they had like virtual cheerleaders. I'm like, what are we even doing? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, this crowd noise pumped in is a little weird, but it doesn't really bother me that much.
Yeah, I wonder if I guess the players it don't even faze them, the outside noise, because they're just used to noise. And when they're playing, they're not even the players say when they're really focused, they don't even hear the crowd. Like when they're running for a touchdown, they don't even hear the crowd. So I don't think they give a shit one way or the other. I just think from like watching it at home, I think they want because when it's like something's happening, they put in crowd noise, and then you're supposed to because I guess people watch home, they just get excited and they just want to simulate something instead of like, how come it just reminds you that there's nobody there? I guess if there's no crowd noise. Hey, that reminded me. Didn't I predict on this show that Saquon Barkley will get hurt?
Yeah, you did.
You fooched him, Kev. You fooched him.
No, because I said with all his jumping, I mean, the one game he went 15 carries for 7 yards or something. So it's like, why are you jumping? Let him get a fucking O-line first, then be jumping around like you're fucking Gale Sayers. It's so stupid. It's like I said to my son, I go, he jumped. I don't know if it was him or somebody else. They jump over a player, and he gets 2 more yards. I go, yeah, that's great, except he's going to get hurt doing that or flipping into the end zone. That stupid play. But I said, Saquon Barkley, he's trying too hard, and their team sucks. So why? I sound like a fucking idiot saying, why try hard? Why get yourself hurt for a shit team? And now his ACL, and now the rest of his career is going to be the ACL guy, and they're going to fucking try to hurt him. They already, right? They do that anyway. They know the guy's weakness, and they try to tackle him there.
They'll be twisting his legs every time they tackle him now.
Yep. Anyway, and I think that's all I had when I saw that, I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess nobody saw that coming but me. I'm like, don't jump. Don't jump. Don't try to do anything acrobatic. Your team sucks. Lenny's involved.
The crowd noise is like a laugh track, Stupid.
Yeah, it's like
they're going to be in.
When they used to have
just read.
Huh? Go ahead, Ken.
I just read they're going to be increasing the crowd noise on TV to drown out the cursing, because evidently a lot of the cursing has been going out over the air, especially in baseball. But they're going to be increasing that, the noise on the crowd noise, the fake crowd noise for TV.
Yeah, a baseball game that's on cable TV where you're allowed to curse. The people are worried about that. That's really going to offend somebody who's really going to have a dad shut it off. No one's watching baseball anyway.
Baseball is so stupid. Baseball should fucking. It's so sad when they go up against like real sports, and you're like, come on, man.
It's becoming niche. It's almost like a niche thing now.
If your team doesn't make it into the playoffs or is not a good team or you're not a good market, nobody gives a shit. Nobody in Tampa gives a fuck about the Rays, even though the Rays are good. All they care about is the football.
They should shorten the games to 7 innings like they are with the doubleheaders now. Every game should be 7 innings. Cut 2 innings off the fucking game.
That's actually a good idea. They would never do
I'll
it,
never
but that's
watch.
a good idea.
Commissioner
I'll never
Florentine.
watch again.
No, sometimes when you go to a game, I haven't been to a game in a while, but sometimes you go to the game and you're like, by the 5th inning, you're like, holy shit, we're only halfway there. It's like really fucking, the games are so long. it's kind of boggles your mind when you're there, because when you're at home, you don't even watch the whole game. You might watch a little bit or whatever.
Did you ever
But when
go
you're
to
actually there, you're like, this game's forever.
Kevin, did you ever go to a Yankees game with Leslie Jones and Lenny?
I think Lenny took me to a game one time. I'm pretty sure Lenny took me to a game. I'm pretty sure he took me to we got seats, not the new stadium, the old stadium, right field seats. I'm pretty sure he took me.
Yeah, well, the games are a lot longer because like the nerd mentality is in it now, where you got to bring in 6 or 7 pitchers a game. So you keep coming in a mound, bringing another guy in, bringing a guy in for one batter. They've always been doing it, but now if you look at the box scores, there's 5 or 6 pitchers for every game now.
Well, they got the 3-batter rule now.
Huh?
The guy always.
They got the 3-batter rule now.
Yeah.
What is that?
You bring a relief pitcher in, he has to face at least 3 batters.
Oh, I didn't know that. But it kills me when the guy's at bat. He steps out of the box to do his gloves, to reassert his gloves. Then it's like nothing happened, and then the next pitch he gets out again and like does his gloves again. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like you're letting him just go like nothing happened with your gloves. What? It's just like this. So they let these players do whatever they want. The fans keep going less and less interested, and then baseball's like, what can we do? What can we do? Just tell them, hey, bitch, stay. Once you're in the batter's box, you're in the batter's box until something happens.
It's a superstitious thing with these guys. Meanwhile,
I know, but it's fucking retarded.
It's not working. The guy's batting 210. He's doing it after every fucking pitches. If you're batting 400, then do it.
But A-Rod did it all the time. A-Rod did it, and especially in a big game, and he would choke on his own cock every time. So I'm like, hey, A-Rod, maybe one time you don't step out of the batter's box. You just leave your gloves as it is. Go willy-nilly with your gloves.
Mike Hardgrove used to do that, the old manager.
That's right.
They call him the human rain delay.
Yep. Played for the Indians and managed the Indians.
He used to rest the bat on his dick to put it on his dick, and then he would do both gloves. I remember him.
Hey, guys, what do you guys think about the NFL getting fined $100,000 for not wearing face masks, even though they're COVID tested?
There's no one.
Coaches.
There's no one in the stadium that has coronavirus. Everyone's tested. The cheerleaders aren't even on the sideline. Anyone on the sideline is tested. No football player has tested positive for coronavirus in the last 2 weeks. They've done over 12,000 tests. Yet the coach has to keep his mask on. It's insane.
But he's not paying. It's just PR. They're not making him pay. There's no way. I mean, I didn't even read the story, but like between Sean Payton and the other guy, it was $1 million, or the Oakland coach. It was 100,000. I thought it was $1 million. Like the fines were so ridiculous. I'm like, they're not paying them. They're just pretending like. But the coach having a mask is so fucking stupid. There's no words for that.
Well,
the team will pay it.
John Gruden, the coach of the Raiders, said, I already had the coronavirus, so I can't get it again. I don't like coaching with a mask on.
Yeah, because you can't hear. You can't. It's just you don't feel right yelling at somebody with a mask on. Then he goes, what'd you say? It's like, you don't. It's just not a good approach.
Nope.
I figured that would be your take.
How's that tea?
He's got his tea. There's no one there to knock the tea out of his hand.
Where's your raisin bread?
Oh yeah, speaking of knocking a tea out of my hand, Chris Red, he plays it so hard, like he's so gangster. He's had some tweet today about something. I go, motherfucker, you're from Naperville. Like he thinks he tries to overplay he's so hood. Naperville's not the hood. SNL is not the hood. It's not in living color. It's a white man's show, and you're trying to act extra hard. How fucking hard you are. How fucking ghetto you are. And you fucking knocked the tea out of my hand, bitch. He's a fan.
All right, let's get to this week's games here.
Yeah, let's let Jen go first.
Real quick.
How did last week end? Where were we last week?
Hey, Kevin.
Go ahead.
What are the odds? Supposedly Jim Carrey's going to play Joe Biden on Saturday Night Live this year.
Yeah.
So what are the odds of them making fun of Biden that he can't speak? 0. You think they're really? You think they're really going to showcase that he can't put a sentence together?
No, they'll have to do
There's no
something.
fucking way.
They'll have to do something if he fucks up in the debate. They'll have to do something.
They won't. They'll never show that side of it.
I'll bet you they do.
You think they will? Like they're gonna hammer it like they hammered Trump being out of control, like with Alec Baldwin. They're gonna do the same with Biden.
They'll have to. Like if he's in a debate and he doesn't know what to say, they'll have to do it. They'll have to. Just comedically, they'll have to.
But if you do it from that side, if you do it from the left, say that at all, they go crazy on you. Like, don't say that. You're not allowed to utter those words that he fucks up.
I know, but Lauren's not as political as people think. Like the writers usually are, and the cast is. But he'll say, well, he'll basically say you gotta. If Biden can't talk, they'll have to. They can't ignore it. It would just hurt the show. It would just make the show look so stupid. I mean, I don't know who watches the show, but people do watch the clips. So if I don't think Lauren gives a fuck. As long as Lauren's getting his money, he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care who's president.
Right. Yeah.
He just doesn't want a lot of black people on his show. He told me that himself.
Right.
Anyway, I was 6-9. I was 6-9 last week. I was like 8-2. This really fucks your head up I didn't bet any money, but I was like after the 1 o'clock games were at halftime, I was probably like 8-2, and then they all just kind of lose their leads because the team that's behind is always more desperate, obviously, and then the team that's ahead plays prevent defense and all the bullshit, tries to kill the clock, and before you know it, I'm like I was 3-7. I ended up 6-9, but it's hard to. I mean, I usually pick the right team, but they just didn't cover.
Ken, congratulations with the Cowboys.
There's 16 games, so you should have one more in there, whether it's a win or a loss.
No, we didn't do the Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chad, that Dallas game.
Hey, Jim, do you think I'm a front runner because I'm adopting Tampa as my second favorite team?
You're not, though.
Because if it came down to the Browns versus Tampa, I'm rooting for the Browns.
You're not adopting them as a second team.
I am, because I watched the game Sunday with all the fans and I had a good time.
Because you wanted to be in a bar.
But it was fun.
Yeah, exactly. It is fun, but you're not adopting them as a second team.
But I was rooting for them.
Oh, yeah, you can root for them. I root for different teams, too, each week, but I'm not a fan. I'm not adopting them.
Well, I live 4 miles, right on Dale Mabry. The stadium's right there.
Doesn't matter. You live 4 miles from the Rams Stadium 6 months ago. And you live 4 miles from fucking MetLife when you were in New York for a while, too. You weren't a Giant or Jet fan, so stop. Go to the fucking game. Go to the sports bar every Sunday. Enjoy the games, and that's it. And you want to root for Tampa, that's fine. But you're not going to buy a fucking Brady jersey. You're not, even 2 players on the Bucks, and that's it. So you're not a fan. So stop.
I think Chad's buying into the Tampa thing. I don't know if he's a fan, but I think he's buying into the Tampa thing, especially this time of year. Holy shit! You're like, Florida's nice, man.
Beautiful.
Wawa.
Live a mile from
Fresh pretzels.
Shout out Luke Florentine. Hey, Luke, who's winning this Sunday? The Dolphins or the Jaguars?
They're playing tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Wait, so what's your thing with Adam Gase? He used to take him to the games?
Just go. No, we don't know practice. No, I became friends with him when he was when he was a Dolphin coach.
How?
A friend of mine, some fan or whatever, said, "Hey, I can get you into the practice to come, for when I was down there doing gigs." And I said, "Yeah, I would love to go." So I went to the Dolphin practice like the day before a game, and he came over and said hi, and we started talking. And I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be at the game tomorrow." He goes, "Make sure you're hooked up with passes and all that stuff." And then he's like, "Come on the sideline and be on the sideline." And I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be great." So, and then I wound up being friends with him for the rest of the season until he got fired.
You think he was hitting on you?
No, he just liked that I knew all the Dolphin history and I was trashing all the old coaches. He loved that.
But I hate to do this to you, but I don't think he's a good coach.
Look, he was good with the Dolphins. I don't care who takes it. If the Belichick took the Jets over tomorrow, they'd be 1-6. Doesn't matter. The Jets are just cursed. He was good with the Dolphins. He didn't have his quarterback for half the time.
Yeah, but is he the kind of guy that, I don't know him obviously, but is he the kind of guy that can come into New York and like you said, they're a cursed team. Does he have the personality? Does he have like the whatever to turn that team around, the franchise around? That's a big job.
Yeah, no, I mean he's got an attitude and he doesn't like the press, so that doesn't work in New York. You got to have a resume like a Parcells or a Belichick, so that definitely hurts him because he doesn't like to talk to the press and he's short with them, almost like Belichick, but he doesn't have the track record. Miami,
Right.
They let him slide kind of. They were on him a little, but he brought the Dolphins to the playoffs the first year, and he didn't have his quarterback Tannehill for half of the 48 games that he coached. He had Jay Cutler and all these other scrubs, and he still wound up doing okay. But whoever takes that Jet job is cursed.
So he got fired in Miami, right? That's why he was available, right?
Yeah, he got fired, and the Jets hired him right after he got fired.
But he got fired because he had a problem with the GM. I mean, they were winning, weren't they?
No, the last year they went like 5-11, but he didn't have his quarterback the whole year.
All right. All right, Jim, you start. You do the picks. You go first since you're our guest.
Well, the Dolphins and Jaguars are tonight. My mistake, and it's 2.5 points. So who do you got?
Jaguars.
Ooh, that's your squad. Can I say that?
Home teams always win on Thursday night, like 14 out of 16 weeks. It's a big advantage for them when they're the home team. Away teams rarely win on Thursdays.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Right, like the Browns won last week, right, against the Bengals and Browns. They just even though it's they're in the same state, but it's always a short week, and you got the home. Not that there's any fans, so that takes it away, but still the home teams always win. And Miami's going to suck for a little while anyway.
We're 4-0 on Thursday games.
Who?
Browns.
They are?
Yeah, 4-0, I believe. Not my adopted team. The Browns.
They should try to play every Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad.
Like 2 years ago that the Browns are going to be good. And I'm telling them they're not. They are. And I go, okay, watch. And what were they? 5-11, 6-10.
6-10, I believe.
They're like a dumping ground, like send Odell Beckham. Teams just want to get rid of guys, and then the Browns will take them because they think they're gonna, Odell Beckham's just a piece of shit. He's just garbage, and he makes any franchise worse, guaranteed. Rack me.
You see, right? Even you say, Chad, they don't need him, right, Beckham?
No, they have so many offensive weapons that you can't keep these diva receivers happy. And when you got like Nick Chubb and what's his name, and I mean, you got to use your running game. So they're going to have to deal them somewhere and get something.
They got two, between Jarvis Landry and Beckham, two diva receivers. You can't have two on a team, and you got two. So
yeah, but winning will cure that, and they'll beat Washington this weekend. So if the Browns go on any kind of a winning streak, which they haven't done in a couple of years, they have the talent to do it. They'll be fine.
Ken, I'll bet you straight up that they don't beat Washington.
You got it.
I'll bet you too.
Yeah, they will beat Washington.
I'm not betting you, Chad. What do you got? What's the spread? 7?
6 points or something, right?
6.5. It's 6.5.
I had it at 7. I'll take it at 7.
You just said straight up, though. You said, Ken, I'll bet you straight up.
No, I'm saying money. Me, you, and you bet money.
All right, so you want what?
You're so sure Cleveland's going to win. I've never met anyone who's so sure Cleveland was going to win at any sport.
They're both 1-1 right now.
Redskins are probably going to win that game. If not, it'll be decided by a field goal. And let's call them the Redskin. I don't want Washington football team, or this is my last podcast I do with you guys. All right. No one that watches football was ever offended by the Redskin name. It's only people that never watch football. And the only reason he changed the name is because there was all the sexual harassment shit on Daniel Snyder with the team and the cheerleaders and the GM and shit. So he's like, all right, for that to go away, I'll change the name. That's the only reason he did it. Thank you.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, Redskin, I didn't even know what a Redskin. I thought it was like a potato, like that. Nobody even knows what a Redskin is. So it's like the fact that everybody made it a big deal. It doesn't affect the Indians at all. It just doesn't affect anything. So I like I said, I didn't even know when people are like, "Oh, Redskins," it's a derogatory name. It's like, all right, well,
It really is embarrassing. They're called the Washington Football Team. It's just
I know, but Native Americans didn't even have a problem with it. There's a bunch of high school teams in those areas where they live that are called the Redskins. So if they had a problem with that name, they would have changed it. It's just the sports writers and stuff like that started this shit, and then it went away for a long time. Daniel Snyder said, "I'm not changing it." It was a big thing like 5 years ago, and then when this shit hit the fan with all the sexual harassment and all this other bullshit, he's like, "All right, you know what? I'll give you that one." Also, FedEx said they were going to take the name off the stadium if they didn't change the name because it's called FedEx Stadium, and then Nike stopped selling their shirts, so they had no choice. Which you should never buy Nike or FedEx if you can have companies fucking ban stuff. As a comic, you shouldn't.
As a comic, you shouldn't what?
Right. You're going to have these corporations banning words or banning whatever they think is offensive. You know what I mean? Nobody should support that. As a comic, you shouldn't because you should be able to say what you want to say. If fucking Nike sponsored your podcast and all of a sudden go, "No, we don't like what he says,"
Yeah.
get rid of you.
Yeah, that's why I don't have advertisers because I don't want advertisers to tell me like you can't like they say, "Oh, that was offensive." It's like, yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea.
Kevin, is that why you don't have Nike sponsoring your podcast?
I'm trying to get Adidas right now, and then we're gonna see what happens, and then try to get a bidding war between Nike and Adidas.
Hey, Puma's making a comeback, Kev.
Puma.
They're making a comeback.
I never liked Puma. Even when I was a kid, I didn't like Puma, even though they were a little bit hipper back then.
The 2-0 Bears at the Falcons that are 0-2. It's -3 is the spread. So who do you got?
Falcons.
When they're 0-2. Kevin?
Wait, we're all doing our pick?
I guess.
All right.
Well, then are we going across the board on the Jags? I was taking the Jags. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Let's do it that way.
Chad, you get the Jags?
I'm going to root for the Dolphins just so Luke can have a happy day Friday at school.
Kevin, who do you have?
I got the Dolphins. I didn't know about that Thursday night game. The home team always wins. But, I don't like the Jags. I don't like anything about the Jags. I don't like Jacksonville. I just think the name is dumb. They never had a quarterback. I don't like that franchise.
My brother's going to the game tonight down there.
Is he selling his book?
Huh?
Is he selling his book? How the book sales going?
Oh no, this is my other brother Dan.
Oh, all right.
He's going down, and he's you have to wear a mask in the stands. It holds 80,000 people. Only 13,000 are let in. So you're not near anyone. You have to wear a mask unless you're eating or drinking. So my brother's going to put a hole through a straw and just drink beer through a straw and just sit there. He's like, "I'm not fucking carrying my mask. There's nobody around me." So that's what he's going to do because he likes to drink.
So he's a fan? He's a Miami fan too?
Fan, yeah.
All right. And then he's just flying down for the game?
He's got business down there, so he plans it around it like I usually do.
And also, the tickets are probably cheap, right? Or they're not? How are what are they selling
they're
tickets
not cheap, because they can only sell 13,000. So they're you're about the same price.
Hey, shout out to Dan Florentine. He's both of our Patreons. So
yeah, he's a good egg. He's a good egg.
So thanks for the support, Dan.
All right, I'm taking the Falcons.
I'm going to Bears. The Bears.
I'm going with the Bears too. I can't. The Falcons stink, and that's all I'm going to say about that. They just, I don't know. They're another one of these franchises. I can't. It's hard to get behind. It's like, the Bears stink, but at least there's something. At least I don't know. It's hard. I just can't pick Atlanta. I don't give a shit if they're playing at home or not.
Well, it's 3 points. That means you're laying the points.
I'm getting points. Is that what laying means?
No. Yeah, you're getting points. Sorry, you're getting points.
Kevin, are we going to do some gambling with Ken? Give him some money? Do some betting?
No, I want to bet Ken directly on that Wash. He's so confident Cleveland's going to beat Washington. All right, let's go to the next game.
Rams 2-0, Bills 2-0. 3 points. What do you got?
Game. What, the Bills are favored by 3?
Yeah, minus 3 points.
Bills are at home.
That's a good game. That's probably going to be like the game in a week. I'm going to go with the Rams.
I'm going with the Bills.
Because they're close to Cleveland?
Yeah, I like Buffalo, and I hate LA, and I love how LA is just falling apart and everyone's moving out. And I love how they fucking got that stadium. They can't even use it. I just love the misery in Los Angeles, and I want more misery, so I'm going with the Bills.
Is that your third adopted team?
I mean, it's hard to root against a Great Lakes team versus an LA team, because it's like none of these players want to live in Buffalo, and then the LA players just, I don't know. I picked LA. I don't even want to pick them. I just think that they killed the Eagles last week, so I just think that I'm assuming they're good. I know Buffalo's good. I think Buffalo's gonna maybe throw, not play as good. I don't even know. I don't know. Now I feel like betting on these games.
The Rams have had more success coming to the Eastern Conference time zone than any other West Coast team. So
the Bills have played the Jets and the two shit teams that are both 0-4 combined. So you can't really, they're terrible. So the Rams actually got a good team. That's why I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, but the Rams played the Eagles last week, right?
Yeah.
And they killed them. So it's hard to gauge how bad the Eagles are, but I'm assuming if they came to the East Coast and just fucking killed the Eagles, they got to be pretty good. So it's going to be a close game probably.
We're going to know how bad the Eagles are after the Browns cover on the Redskins, since the Redskins beat Philadelphia in the first game. So that's how we're going to know how bad Philadelphia is.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. It's embarrassing. And like I said it last week. I think Carson Wentz has a problem in the clubhouse because he's such a Jesus guy, and he's never won. And like I said, I was saying that the most of the guys on the team are black, and they don't give a shit about Jesus. Like some of them might be Christian, but they're mercenaries. They're professional football players. They're there for the money. They're there for the glory, for the pussy. So they don't give a shit about Carson Wentz and his Jesus stuff. It's like you're dealing with like a kid who's in grade school. Like, isn't Jesus great? How about win a fucking game? Like, he got embarrassed by the Rams and in Philadelphia. It's like, where's Nick Foles? Like, it's just come on, man. Nick Foles was into Jesus, but he wasn't like Jesus is. Every Instagram post that Nick Foles, that Carson Wentz has, he's like, pray, we're ready to go. Glory to Jesus. Every time I put "you suck," he don't even block me. What a gutless fucking jerk off. Like, at least block me. At least fucking punch back, you fucking Jesus pussy faggot jerk off.
Nick Foles is not the answer either. He had a good run. He won him a Super Bowl. He couldn't even keep the starting job in Jacksonville, and now he's in Chicago, and he couldn't beat out Trubisky. So he's just a career backup. He wouldn't be. Wentz is a better quarterback, pound for pound.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm saying keep when Nick Foles the second year, when he didn't go to the Super Bowl, when he almost got to when he did a playoff run the second year, when Wentz got hurt, they should have traded Wentz for picks. Got picks. Kept Nick Foles there and got a lot of picks for Wentz because they would have gave him picks because when they didn't know there was already rumors that he was not a favorite in the clubhouse. So get rid of him, keep Nick Foles in, draft a quarterback. Carson Wentz is not the answer. Like, nobody gives a shit that you're into Jesus. Like Tom Brady, like I've said it a million times, Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls, been to 9, never mentioned Jesus once. Not in press conference, nothing.
Yeah, but some of those black players they kneel at the end of the game at the 50-yard line and go pray. Probably, that the strip club is open when they get back home, wherever the fuck they're going. That on a Sunday night, I don't know, but some of them are religious.
Some, but I'm saying
they should have traded him. You're right. They should have traded him, got some picks for Wentz, but they got Jalen Hurts, and he's going to start by the end of the year, and Wentz will be gone after this year. That's what I drafted him in the first round.
He's not an NFL quarterback. He's more like a hybrid.
Yeah, he is. No, he's got a great arm. He'll be good. Yep.
By the end of the year,
he's going to be pretty good.
Like week 14 or something like that. He'll be good, and that Wentz will be traded in the offseason.
Yeah, and they won't get anything for him. So I said trade him when they could have got something for him. before he was obviously showed how bad he was. All right, let's go to the next game.
Well,
Wait a minute, Chad, I got the Rams.
Okay, mark that down. We're right with Washington football team, the Redskins.
Now, don't say that.
What should they be called, though?
They're called the Redskins. That's what they're
Oh,
called.
but not for us. But
Yeah.
what should they? What should?
Well,
what,
they're trying to. Supposedly, they're getting the Warriors name, but there's a trademark on it. I know the Golden State, but I think they want that name, but they're fighting. That's why they haven't completely switched it yet. They're trying to get the trademark from some fucking asshole who has it. So they're going to be the Washington Warriors. That's what I think. But until
that's
then, you just call them the Redskins.
We'll call them the dirty, dirty Redskins, and we took their land. They're playing the Cleveland Browns.
They got to get over it. We made it better. We don't need a fucking casino and 17 casinos in every state. So.
Yeah, that's true. They weren't doing much. I mean, even the land we give them now. Like, you ever been to New Mexico and Arizona?
Yeah,
they don't do they. It's just shit. They don't do much. They're not very good at like doing stuff with their land.
No, like Mohegan Sun and those casinos in Connecticut, you can't even walk around with a drink like outside the casino. Get the fuck out of here. And they take drinks off the table at 1:15. What kind of fucking place is that? Do it right.
Yeah, do it right. Do it like Vegas does.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Browns that game. We know what Kevin and Ken are doing. Jim?
I'm going Redskins with those points. Browns could win by a field goal, but I'll go with the Redskins.
Yeah, it's hard to look at this game and go, the Browns are gonna. The Browns
You're taking
are
the
gonna beat
Redskins.
the Browns are gonna beat anybody. The Browns are gonna beat anybody by more than a touchdown. I got Washington and 7. That's what I'm taking.
So what's our side action then?
I'll take Washington and 7. I'll bet you $100.
Okay, I'm in, but I thought it was 6.5.
No, it's 7. I got set. It's today. Today was 7 on
Okay.
ESPN. It's 7. So it's 7. If they win by a touchdown, I mean, if they lose by a touchdown, then I get $50.
Yeah.
There's no
Okay.
push. No push. Anyway, yeah, okay, $100, Ken. All right, what's the next game? Tennessee against who?
The Nick Swartzen's Vikings, 2-0 versus 0-2. It's minus.
No, the Vikings are 0-2.
That's what I said, 0-2.
You said
2-0 is Titans.
Where's the
This
game?
is like it's in Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota.
Titans.
Yeah, I got the Titans minus 2.5. I don't like Minnesota.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about them, but I don't like them.
I'm going to go with the Titans too.
Ken?
Yeah, I said Titans.
All right.
All right, we got the San Francisco 49ers. They're 2-0 at the Giants. Lenny Marcus's Giants 0-2, minus 4 49ers.
49ers.
I'm going to go with the 49ers too.
They got a lot of players hurt, but it don't matter. They're playing the Giants.
On that turf, they're going to get more people hurt.
How come the 49ers are only minus 4? I have a minus 4. How come they're not giving
Half
more?
their team is out. That's why.
Yeah, but the Giants stink, right?
Yeah, they don't know if Janine Garofalo is going to play or not.
Jimmy?
But who's going to play for fucking the Giants?
Daniel Jones is starting, but Barkley's out. But a lot of 49ers are out. Nick Bosa's out for the year, and another guy in the defensive line, and Janine Garofalo might not start a quarterback. So,
all right, I'm still taking San Francisco because I can't bet. I just can't. And especially after last week, I'm like, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. The Giants, not only does the coach, he's one of those guys who's like, hey, I wear my hat, I wear my fucking ball cap, and I'm a tough guy. It's like, okay, but you don't know what you're doing. You're not a fucking good coach. And the team drafting fucking, how about getting their offensive line has been shit for 4 years. So I don't care how many. I don't care. I'm never picking the Eagles, and I'm never picking the Giants ever, and I'm not picking the Eagles until they get rid of Carson Wentz. So I don't care if fucking San Francisco's given 18 points, I'll still fucking take them.
Isn't this the second week in the row they play in MetLife? Did they play there last week too?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about the turf. They have a turf problem. The NFL was out there yesterday investigating the turf because it's brand new. It was sticky, and the players were complaining. The coaches were complaining. They're saying that's how a lot of the players got injured.
Kevin, you were saying the coach of the Giants wears a hat or whatever. Chad does too.
Yeah, but it's such like a hack. It's such a hack move to just be like,
So does Eddie Ift.
Wait, who did the Giants? Who did the Giants play last week?
Who did they play, Ken?
They played.
I don't know.
That was a week. Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, I know, but who did they play? I can't remember. But they didn't play San Francisco, right? San Francisco's not playing the.
San Francisco played the Jets last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting confused now. Okay,
the Giants lose to the Bears?
They lost to the Bears.
17,
wait, so did San Francisco play the Jets last week? And now they're playing the Giants? And now they're playing the Giants?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so the San Francisco is complaining about the turf at MetLife.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was confused. I thought that's where Barkley got hurt, but he got hurt in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
They were in Chicago.
All right.
Yeah.
Next.
So did San Francisco go home? Did they fly all the way back?
Staying in like West Virginia. They're not going back to the West Coast. They're staying on the East Coast.
That's an advantage for them then, that they don't have to fucking. That it's almost like a home game since they don't have to fucking travel.
We got
the Rams did the same. The Rams did the same thing. They didn't go back to California.
Yeah, who wants to fly?
Yeah, anyway, the battle of the 0-2. You got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are getting 6.5.
It's in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles too. The Bengals have lost 14 straight road games.
They'll keep it close.
Chad, what do you have? You have the Eagles getting how many?
6.5.
6.5.
Oh, I don't have that.
They'll probably keep it close.
No, I had Cincinnati getting. You guys got this. You guys got the numbers from a couple of days ago, right?
Yeah, Kev. They're from a couple of days ago.
It's +5 now. The Eagles are +5.
Yeah, this is from Tuesday.
Wait, am I seeing this right? Yeah, the Cincinnati and the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm seeing it wrong. What do you have? You have the Eagles are giving
-6.5.
Bengals are getting 6.5 is what.
Okay, I have Cincinnati getting 5. I'm taking Cincinnati getting 5. So I guess
probably got
I
that.
guess
The spread's probably gone down to 5 because everyone's betting on the Bengals since they put that spread out at 6.5 2 days ago. So today it's probably 5. Everyone's laying money on the Bengals. That's why the line moved.
Yeah, because they know Carson Wentz sucks, and they know he's basically spent, or I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah, I got Cincinnati. I don't care. I'm so sick of Jesus people and and the Lord. The Lord is gonna. I don't wear a mask because then the Lord's gonna protect me, and then the Lord gives them COVID, and then they're like, the Lord will take care of me. Listen, man, my dad's dead. There's no Lord. My dad has spoken to me, and he died 7 years ago. I haven't heard from him since. So there's no afterlife. There's no Lord. So all you motherfuckers with the Lord, praise the Lord, and I'll see you on the other side. There's no other side. This is it, bitches. So wear your fucking mask, and don't be like, hey, I didn't wear. Hey, the governor, I didn't wear my mask because the Lord doesn't give a shit about you, you stupid hick.
Hey, Chad, I guess I'm not going to see my mom on the other side.
Nope. I hope you say goodbye.
No?
Yep.
So
I got the Eagles. It hurts my heart, but again, I'm taking the Eagles.
You're not raising your kids Catholic, Kevin?
Walk by the church on Sunday. We don't go in.
Because my kid just got his communion the other day.
How do you like it?
He said it tasted weird, the friggin' the wafer they gave you. No, he just goes to like CCD or whatever, like a camp for like once. We don't go to church, but
we discussed it. But it's like you know, it's at this point we're not anything because it's you know, like, you know, my mom's an idiot, you know, God bless, but she's an idiot, so it's hard for me to go. I mean, it's hard, you know. I can't even talk to her because
Why
she's
she
just like,
religious?
yeah, she had 10 kids. What do you think? No, no, but she still thinks it's like there's no Jesus. It's a myth. It's like the fucking tooth fairy. Come on, man.
So you don't pray for people then because it doesn't mean anything. It's not going to help, right?
No, I can still pray, but I'm not saying Jesus will let me know if I should wear a mask or not. Like I don't make decisions based on Jesus. Jesus isn't rooting for Carson Wentz.
That's true. I mean, Tebow would have been a player in the NFL if that was the case.
Thank you. It was all about Jesus and how strong you believe in Jesus. Tebow would be, you know, and he would be Tom Brady. Like I said, I've never heard Tom Brady even refer to anything except his other teammates and his fucking coaching staff and his trainer. So it's just so ludicrous. I don't even fucking, I can't. So it's hard for me to go, yeah, son, there's a God, there's a heaven. They believe in it, but you know, I mean, they believe that something. They know there's, you know, they're about God and stuff like that. I guess they hear about it at school, you know.
So when you die, you don't think you're going to see your dad?
No, I'm thinking now. I've said on my show, like, because Ken's mom just died, and then he, you know, they had to go through the whole thing. But I'm riding my bike. I know it's gay, but I ride my bike, and I see a lot of roadkill, and it decomposes so quick. Like the next day I go, basically it's gone. Like there was a dead skunk or a squirrel or whatever on the road, and then a day later it's basically decomposed. So I'm like, just leave me on the side of the road. I'll fucking within, you know, I'm done. I don't want to get cremated. I don't want to get buried. I don't want anything. I don't want to get thrown in the ocean. Just leave me at the side of the fucking US 1.
You know, on the roadkill, like especially like a deer, that whatever animal comes to get like a friggin' bird or something like that, they go right for the asshole. They start eating asshole first.
Well, there you go.
So they'll eat your asshole out as you're laying on the side of the road with your bike helmet on.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of gay, since we have Jim here, let's ask him: is collecting menus gay, Jim?
I'm on the fence. What is he doing it for?
But it's like he has like for like knickknacks and like what my mom would do. Like, isn't that a cute menu? He's not collecting takeout menus like at the Chinese place. He's collecting old menus. How is that not gay? It's like the gayest thing ever.
I don't know if it's gay, but it's fucking weird. It's weird.
It's indefensible. You can't defend it.
He's got a lot of other gay stuff going on. I wouldn't, but that's just weird. That you're gonna, can I keep this menu because I collect them?
Just a matter of time. It's like the clock is ticking on when he goes official.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I'm sure that's gonna happen.
All right, Chad. What's the next game? Pittsburgh. Would you have something else to say about Brian?
Does he still call you, Jim? Is he, because we check up on everybody? He seems to.
No, he hasn't called me in a while. He used to call. He sent me a text probably like 3 months ago, but that's it.
What did it say? How you doing?
Yeah, something probably. I just ignored it. I don't hate the guy. I just like I got
You're busy. You don't have time.
Yeah, busy, exactly.
All right, you got the 0-2 Panthers at the Chargers. I'm going with the Panthers again. I want misery to Los Angeles. I don't want them to have any joy.
How many points?
6.5. They're at the Chargers.
I'm going to go Panthers to cover. They probably won't win, but I think they might keep it close.
I watched them last week against my adopted team, the Buccaneers. I watched them lose, so I think they're pissed off.
Oh, Bridgewater's quarterbacking them.
I got the Chargers because I watched that late game last week with against Kansas City, and they that new quarterback's good. The Chargers got a quarterback. He's good.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he's tall, 6'5", and he played great. There's another reason why coaches are dumb. He goes, the other guy got hurt because he got a needle in his lung. The guy, they were trying to numb his.
Oh yeah, I
ribs.
heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying. Yeah, it was in the news, Chad. You act like you heard it from somebody, a buddy of yours. It was in the fucking news. Anyway, so anyway, they got this, try to numb this guy's ribs, and they fucking pierced his lung. And the other guy literally should have won the game, whatever.
Right.
It seems like the team that's going to win. It's almost like all these games are predetermined. Like the Patriots always going, or Brady's always going to win one of these Patriots. So now it's like Kansas City is always going to win no matter how much time they have left. But anyway, the guy played great, but the coach is like, well, he's a rookie for a reason. It's like the guy played great on national TV against the defending champs. And he's a tall white guy, and he's gonna be the face of your team in another 2 weeks, and you're gonna be fucking coaching. You're gonna be working at Cracker Barrel. But these coaches always like, they have these dumb rules where like, this is this you don't, the other guy got hurt, so you don't replace the guy who got hurt. Well, it's like the other guy played great, so let him play until the other guy's lung is better. And the other guy is a fucking journeyman player anyway. He's been for like 8 teams. And 3 years. So it's like coaches are dumb. They're just dumb. They always say the same thing. And here's another thing, Jim. I don't know if you get when they punt. Like I think the Chargers did that. They punted to, or no, they had like in overtime. They had like a 4th and 1, and they punted.
Yeah.
And there was like 13 minutes or 12 minutes left or it's a 10-minute overtime. So it was probably 8 minutes left. They punted. I told my son, I go, they just gave the other team the game because they're going to win. You're giving it to fucking Mahomes, and they won the Super Bowl, so they're not afraid of the Chargers. They're going to win the game. It's just a matter of how they win. So the fact that the coach's like, well, that's the play, that's the move, you punt. No, you don't you try to win the fucking game. It's overtime. You're the underdog. You're playing so I just watch these things. I go, these coaches never fucking learn. They never fucking learn. They're like, well, that's the book says. You punt there. Okay. Well, the book also says you're going to lose and not have a job in a couple of weeks, you fucking clown.
Yeah, no, he definitely should have. He should have went for it there because you give the Chiefs the ball back in overtime, they're going to win. Mahomes with all those weapons, without a doubt, and they did, obviously. Now this guy Herbert, he didn't know he was going to start till game time. No one has any tape on this guy yet, so no one can break him down. So he obviously had a good game, but you can't tell the guy that got his lung punctured by a fucking needle.
I heard about that.
That he loses his job because so that's why the coach was covering his ass.
Yeah, but it's also a professional league. They're professionals, so it's like if the guy, it's not college where you're like we're all buddies and they're playing for free. It's like the guy played good. Let's see if the guy plays good again. Your lung is not. It's like this whole thing. This is how we do it. It's first of all, if when you punt in that situation, you basically the guys on the team are like, this coach is a bitch. Like he has no confidence in us. He's basically giving the ball to the best quarterback in the world right now. What are you fucking doing? So it's like, I'm always, that's why I can't, if I'm not betting on the games or at least doing this on the games, I can't watch because I get so exasperated. I'm like, well, you guys stupid? Go for it. What do your team's going to rally around you, even if they get stopped. It's like, okay, you tried, you believed in your team instead of going, well, we're punting because that's the play. Okay, you're a fucking
rack you.
No, it makes me fucking sick to my stomach.
You're right.
I got the Chargers, Chad.
All right. We got the 0-2 Lions versus the Cardinals that are 2-0, and the Cardinals are 5.5.
Where's the game?
With the Cardinals in Phoenix, or fucking brain fart. Yeah,
Phoenix Cardinals. Yeah, Arizona, Phoenix.
I was thinking of St. Louis.
We went to that stadium last year.
Yeah, we did. We saw the Browns fucking suck and lose. Yeah, we went to that game. I remember.
I like that quarterback. I'm going with him. I'm going with him all the time now.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, and I think so. I got Arizona -5.5, but I don't like the Lions anyway. I don't like that quarterback. And I think Arizona's going to be good this year. What are they now? 2-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be good. I think I didn't believe in that guy, the Murray, but I think he until he gets hurt, I think they're going to do well.
Hey, speaking of Lions, shout out to Dave Landau. We had a great show last night. It was sold out, 50% capacity, a lot of compound fans. So shout out Dave Landau.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I believe it because I know when we do a show, all of us, we can't sell, but when nobody can actually gauge how many tickets they sold, I mean, yeah, Chad, okay, right, okay.
Telling ya.
Say hi to Jesus. Say hi to your mom and your dad when you go to heaven. Yeah, Dave Landau sells a lot of tickets. He sells tickets on his own, but when he does a show with Gino and Aaron and me and Kumia and what's the guy who got fired from SNL? When everyone's there and we're on Long Island, we don't sell any tickets. But when Dave's by himself, he really racks them in. Right? Okay, Chad.
Telling you, it was good.
First of all, Side Splitters does a very good job of filling the room. Dave Landau sells nothing. Tell him I said hi. Tell him he's a hack. He's a fat hack. And he doesn't sell any tickets.
Well, Compound Media is doing a show in Atlantic City next weekend. All the guys.
Got my tickets.
Yeah. So Ken, let us know how it goes.
Yep.
There's going to be so many tickets available.
I'm golfing with Berg on Saturday.
I called the theater today and I tried to book a group.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to book. I said I have a group of 300. They said no problem. Even with social distancing rules, they said absolutely no problem. They said they sold one. It's the laughable thing is they have two shows, so they can be insulted 2 nights in a row. So because I know people are going to flock down on a Friday night to Atlantic City, to the Claridge, to the fucking Claridge, the dump, the fucking
it's a great room.
The asshole of that fucking strip where the fucking birds go first to eat.
You're not even close.
So
The Claridge is an absolute shithole, Ken.
So you're not rooting for the shows to go well.
I know they'll go badly. I know it's like rooting for the Jets. You can root for the Jets all you fucking want, but it's gonna go badly.
Well, I don't know. I think it's gonna go all right. You know, the problem with New York area with those shows like a Governor's, if it's just in the summertime, people aren't going to the club, and everyone's used to you in New York. If you go outside of New York, that's when they'll really come out. When I used to go on the Stern Show, in St. Louis, you would sell out, but at Governor's on Long Island, you'd have half a room because it's New York. He's around. We don't give a shit. So that's why probably Landau sold tickets in Tampa, but not so much at Governor's. So we'll see about it.
It's not Landau. It's everybody. They have everybody at Governor's, which is where Kumia's from. And it's like people don't show up. They don't have like a fan base, Chad. I already knew you're gonna say this, so I know. Listen, if it depends. How many tickets did he sell on his own? I say less than 15.
No, BT said there were. I mean, that capacity. So, and there were a ton.
Yeah, because they fill the
compound.
room. BT fills the room.
The Texans 0-2 at the Steelers 2-0. The Steelers are getting -6. I'm going with the fucking Texans. I hate the Steelers. Big Ben's 38. Fuck him.
6.5. The spread is
6.
I'll take the Texans.
Wait, where is the game?
It's in Pittsburgh.
I can't find it.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Are you going backwards on me?
And I didn't get Chad or Jim's pick for the Cardinals game.
Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals too because I fucking hate. My friend likes the Lions, and I like when he's miserable too. Shout out Dave Landau.
He's a good egg.
Lions fan.
I can't find the fucking thing.
Yeah, and he's from Detroit, so we were talking about it. We were talking about it at the sold out show yesterday. Side Splitters.
It was Steelers giving 6 a couple days ago, Kevin.
Was there a lot of people from Compound Media there? Or
a ton. A ton. I was getting stopped left and right from people, like going in, going out. They're like, "Oh, you're on the show." Yeah, ton. People were asking what happened to Kevin, and because they don't, because you left the network.
What'd you say?
I was like, "He's still doing a podcast." He's like, "He is." I go, "Yeah, he's
Now I know you're lying now.
Hey, Nightshade, that Nightshade show is stopping.
Chad, you huh? Chad, you act like I don't know what was going on. When I left there, in June. They were doing a show at Governor's. So fucking what's his name? Keith the cop. he took a picture of the crowd, and he goes, "Miss you, Kevin." He texted me. He goes, "Miss you, Kevin." And I already knew it was papered because I knew somebody worked at Governor's, and they sold 122 seats on a Friday at Governor's. So they had to fill the room. They you know what Governor's does? They wait till the day of the show, and then they paper the room. If it's whatever's left open, they paper it. So Keith was. So I've been duped. People better than you have tried to dupe me on this, Chad. Chad, you think I didn't go to the fucking shows? We've done shows. They don't sell. They don't sell.
So you going with the Texans or the Steelers?
And in Atlantic City, like, no one's going to Atlantic City on a Friday or a Saturday. It's like fucking laughable. Like, so if I'm not there, I got to believe, like, your lies. But when I'm there, because when I've been there, I'm going to
take pictures, Jim.
Me and Aaron Berg and Gino did a show in Summers Point. We saw, how many people were there, Ken?
There were 66 people there, and 12 of them were with me.
So
your producer messed that up. That's your fault. You had the wrong producer.
No, Ken, you're wrong. So the point is, Compound Media don't sell tickets. Keith used to say, we're going to do tours, we're going to go to casinos, and it's like, man, you can't sell tickets at fucking Governor's. And then I work with Louis. Louis puts it on email. He doesn't even advertise it, and he sells like so easy. And then you realize, like, this fucking Compound Media, they're fraudulent. First of all, they're a right-wing hate group, and they're fraudulent. So they can say whatever they want. All cults are gonna lie, and that's what they do. They pretend. They're doing a lot of pretending. They pretend that they're popular. They pretend that fucking they sell tickets. I've been to a lot of their shows. They don't sell any tickets, period. End of story.
Ken, who do you got, the Texans?
Chad, I knew you were going to say this. Chad, you're such a fucking you're such a hack troll. So I knew you were going to say it, so I was ready. Yeah, you're with your fucking dumb Eddie Ift hat. Look, I wear a hat. I'm not a homosexual because I wear a ball cap. That's a fucking tell. A guy in his 40s, no wife, wears a hat. He's gay.
Florentine can't wait to come back.
And I collect menus.
Yeah.
Chad, you're going out of order. The Pittsburgh game is 1 o'clock. I don't even know what the fuck you're doing.
Chad called the game. Don't blame me.
No, that's what I meant. I said, Chad's going back to the 1 o'clock games. Texans and the Steelers.
Ken, I'm going with the link you sent me, and I'm just going in order.
Yeah, that's the link. You got it. Chad's
okay,
correct.
You got a shit link. Go to ESPN. Go to the Compound Media link because they got the best of the best. Their website's amazing. It never fucking freezes. All their shows, they're great. Their leader is not a fucking right-wing extremist. You're right. He doesn't beat his wife. He's not an alcoholic. You're right. They sell tickets on the road. Jesus lives. There's a heaven. Right. Everything.
So you got the Steelers?
Chad.
Well, yeah.
I got the Steelers. That's a 1 o'clock game, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the Steelers.
Game.
I got the Steelers. Steelers -4. I'm taking them. I'll never bet against the Steelers because real men are from Pittsburgh, Chad. Where are you from?
Cleveland.
Pittsburgh's the city of champions. What is Cleveland?
Champions, 2016 NBA champions.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that?
And then you hate the guy. You still hate the guy. You want him dead.
Jim Florentine's best friend, the Jets at the Colts. Colts
like
are
9.5.
9.5.
Take the Jets with the points. They'll keep it close. They won't get blown out. Everyone's down on the Jets, think they're going to lose 50-0. It'll probably be like 27-24.
They got no receivers. He's got no one to throw to.
Yeah.
Who?
They never did.
Crowder's out now, so
he stinks anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Who? The Jets quarterback?
Yeah, the Jets receivers, but they throw a lot of screen passes anyway.
I heard they just signed Dave Landau.
Yeah, that's Don's favorite team, the Jets, right?
He don't watch football.
Oh, he's done?
This year, no.
Oh, well, he's on Compound Media, too. I forgot.
He's not right wing.
I know. He's not white ring.
He's coming down to Atlantic City.
Wait, he doesn't watch football. I'm gonna fucking make the drive, Ken, to see how tickets go.
Come on down, Kev.
Hey, he doesn't watch football.
He won't watch this year because of the 2 national anthems and all that other bullshit. He's
Oh
like,
my God.
I don't blame him.
He's
What do you
playing
mean?
golf
You
with us too.
wait. You would do it, except you can't not do it.
I'm addicted. It's like you with your tea. I can't help it. I stopped watching baseball. I don't watch basketball. I never really did. And so I won't, I canceled the baseball package. Because I like the San Francisco Giants. So I watch out of area games. I canceled the package when I started kneeling. I'm not into it. You're not going to sit there. You're not sit there and call me a racist, and when I'm fucking paying $150 a ticket, that you're going to kneel in front of me. I didn't fucking kill those black guys, and I don't want them killed. And it's not my fault that I'm not a racist that some fucking white cop did it. I didn't tell him to do it. I'm not related to him. I didn't cheer for it, so fuck them.
Rack Florentine.
You're friends with Ben Bailey.
I like Ben Bailey. Why?
Because him and the cop look exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
And then they have the same personality too. I could see Ben Bailey doing that to a black dude if he was a cop easily.
Jesus Christ.
But I do watch the NFL. But they stopped showing it after week 1. They did it all week 1, and they knew that the rating, because the NBA ratings are down like 45% because they started that bullshit. So they stopped. They only did it 1 week, and now they're not even showing it. The NFL. So. Yeah,
but the NFL's kind of ratings proof. They'll be fine. I'm sure that
Kaepernick kneeled a couple of years ago. They were down 20%. It was a lot of money they lost, the ratings, over the 2 years when they were showing all the guys kneel, and then they stopped it. And then this year, they're already down, they're down about 20%. Just from a lot of people not watching. But yeah.
So what does Jameson do? What does he do when he's not watching?
He's a Jet fan anyway. He goes, they're going to lose. He said Sam Darnold was a fucking shit quarterback. Rookie year, he said the guy's a bust. He was the first guy to call it out. And they're like, no, he's going to be good. He stinks. So he's like, I'll wait until they get another quarterback and another coach and everybody else. So.
Okay.
I'm going with the Colts. I'm going with the Colts.
But he doesn't wear a hat.
I know what you're saying.
I'm a middle-aged man. I never go, where's my hat?
It's next to the catcher.
Wait. So you've never worn a hat, right?
Rarely. I mean, very rare.
No, it's a very West Coast thing, and it's a very, I got my hat. I think it's fucking embarrassing. I'm the same way. I'm never well, first of all, I don't like a hat on me because it gives me kind of a headache. But I'm like, what's with the hat? What's with the fucking hat? But it's like all the dudes in LA show up with their hat on. They show up at the club. I can't even think of the guy's name. Oh, Bob Wolf or something. Wolf. He does all the shows with a hat. Chad, you know who I'm talking about. His last name, Wolf.
Josh Wolf.
Yeah, Josh Wolf. He's always wearing a hat. I wear a hat. I'm a regular guy. I never sucked a cock.
Like as a comedian, you need the audience to see your whole face with a hat on.
But the hat's like, I'm such a regular guy. I can't even believe it. Even when I'm on stage, I wear my hat. That's how regular I am. I just came from a rodeo.
Your buddy Voss wears a hat.
No, he does. Not a ball cap.
Yeah, not a ball cap. He wears a goofy hat or whatever.
He wears that. Like a Voss hat.
That's a funny hat, and it doesn't cover his face. It doesn't shade his face. Florentine's right. They're supposed to see your face when you do stand up. I
didn't have a hat on at my show yesterday. I just put it on because I didn't comb my hair. Come on, man.
No, but I'm saying if you did a TV show, they wouldn't say, "Hey, where's your hat?" If you wore a hat, they'd be like, "Why are you wearing a fucking hat? You're supposed to actually see your face." Anyway, the dumbest thing was, and I don't know who. I don't have to. I saw a quarterback not do it the other day. I was like, thank God. When they take their helmet off, they put a fucking hat on. They for a while every quarterback was doing it. When they get to the
that went on for years.
They take the helmet off, then they put a hat on. I'm like, what do you need a hat on? Are you cold? Just be like a man and just your hair. Were you worried about your hair? It was like, what? You don't need a fucking hat. You just had a helmet on. Now you need another hat. What are you like? You phobic or something? I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I never remember Johnny Unitas putting on a fucking hat. when he took his Colts helmet off. Like, real men don't wear hats.
You got a
Boss
point
wears hats.
there. You got a point there.
That's the name of this episode. Real men don't wear hats.
I mean, there's
I
so
have
many.
Jets or Colts,
40,
Kevin?
I have like 40 hats, and I rarely wear any of them. Like good hats that I just got along the way, wherever it was. And I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna wear this, but I'll keep it, but I don't fucking wear them.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jets or Colts, Kevin.
I got the Colts. I don't care. I don't care how many points they're giving. I'm taking them.
But if you go like Adam Gase is going bald, so he wears a hat, so he covers it up. You know, he's like in his late 30s, so I get it if you're doing that, and you're like, but Chad shouldn't have to wear one.
Well, originally the reason why I was wearing a hat because I was going gray and I wasn't secure about it. Now I don't really wear them all that much. Definitely not on stage.
Except for now.
Yeah, I mean, look, my hair is a fucking mess.
All right, is there any hot chicks watching this? Is anyone gonna is there any hot chicks going, oh man, Chad didn't comb his hair, I don't think I'm gonna fuck him.
Yeah. Also, Chad, if you know
I mean?
you're gonna be, if you always say my hair's a mess, it's like, okay, we'll fix it before the show or take a shower and but it's like, so you almost like fuck up your hair on purpose, so then you can have an excuse to wear a hat. Be like, I'm not a homosexual. I got to cover my hair. First of all, even the fact that you care about your hair makes you gay.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers versus the Broncos. I'm going with my adopted.
Menus, yeah.
The Buccaneers are 1-1. It's my adopted team, so I'm going with the Buccaneers. They're at Denver, who's 0-2. So I'm going with the Buccaneers. Tom Brady looked great the other day.
And Denver's all banged up. No Von Miller.
And the quarterback, Drew Lock's not playing either, so I'm going to go
Right.
with the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm going with Tampa too. I don't like to bet against Brady. I think it's a bad. I think that since we're all betting with Tampa, they're not going to cover. But that's just the way it goes. It's hard to bet against Brady, especially when he gets on a roll and whatever. Anyway, what's the next game? Chad, you're going all out of order.
I'm going in order. Ken, am I going in order?
You're going in order.
No, but you guys are going from the 4:00 game back to the 1:00 game. Okay, it don't matter. I don't want this thing to be too much argumentative. I don't want to scare Florentine off.
We gotta get going.
That's all I like doing.
Let's go with
What's left?
Kevin, you had a streak of like 10 podcasts in a row where you started off with Brian McCarthy and you went to like the 37-minute mark of going off on him. I'm like, fucking this guy's, it's like you can't get over your ex.
No,
It's fucking
something
funny. You're Brian McCarthy at 37 minutes in, you're still on it.
No, he did something or something happened where I just broke. I can't remember what triggered it, but like something I was just like, I was done. I was just done. I was like, this guy is such a fraud. He's such a, like, I couldn't take it. And then it makes it that much juicier that Adam has to sit here and take it.
Yeah.
And so when I see Adam kind of like getting uncomfortable, that just gives me more fuel for the fire. Because I just want Adam to text me one day. He goes, I can't take it anymore. I can't do your show. Because I can't fire him, but if he quit, it'd be hilarious.
Jesus.
We got the Las Vegas Raiders 1-0 against Bill.
2-0.
Oh yeah,
2-0. Chad.
Did you guys see Belichick's shitty press conference shirt? It was hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
So they're playing the Patriots. They're at the Patriots, and the Patriots are getting 5.5.
That again is a 1:00 game. You guys are going the most out of sequence. Fucking, I'm trying to find the bets. I got Vegas +6. I mean, Vegas is getting 6, right, against the Patriots. I'm taking Vegas. I love Vegas. I think and I think they're gonna do great in Vegas and whatever. So I'm taking Vegas with the points.
Patriots.
I'm going to go with the Patriots, too, because Sam Tripoli's a huge Raiders fan, and I want his week to be terrible.
Well, usually the teams that win on Monday night suck on Sunday. So the bettors always go, oh, the Raiders beat the Saints 34-24. We never expected that on Monday night, and they all bet them on Sunday, and they fucking lay an egg. That's how it usually happens.
So if they all bet against
They'll
Vegas
bet
on
with the
Monday.
Raiders. Because the Raiders beat the Saints 34-24.
Yeah, and they
Derek.
were getting points, and the Raiders
Right.
were getting points.
Right. So now everyone's going, oh my God, the Raiders are amazing. Holy shit, they're 2-0. And everyone bets on them 6 days later, and they always lose or they don't cover.
All right. I'm betting
That's
them
what
on it.
happens a lot.
Yeah, I believe it. I know there's all kinds of patterns, and especially with betting, they know who does what. Like the Thursday game, the home team usually wins. That makes sense because it's a short week,
Yeah.
Who you got, Ken?
I got the Pats.
There it is. All right. Well, we're going into the Dallas is in Seattle. The Seahawks are 2-0, and the Cowboys are 1-1. -4 Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I got Seattle too. I don't like Dallas.
Yeah, shout out to Craig Gass, Seahawks fan, so I'll go with the Seahawks.
It hurts my heart, but I'm going with the Seahawks.
Oh,
No, you're not. No, you're
your favorite
not.
team, Ken.
What does it say right there, Chad? Seattle, right?
Yeah. All right.
Well,
What
why
are
are
you
you
gonna
bailing on the? Why are you bailing on the Cowboys?
I'm looking at the points, Kevin. You looking at
The
the points.
You got to You got to stick with your team.
You're a Cowboy fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you got to
Oh,
stick with a game like that. You got to stick with him. Seattle's not that good. Pete Carroll's a clown.
Yeah. The quarterback's no good either, right? He's leading all football in the 4 major quarterback categories.
Okay, well, yes, week 3. What are you fucking high? Week 3. What's he doing?
Not
What's
yet,
he doing?
Kevin.
What's he doing in the playoffs?
Won a Super
I
Bowl.
could. I
didn't he?
would have.
Would have had 2 Super Bowls if the idiot coach didn't call
If I had
a passing play.
If I had Marshawn Lynch and I was at the 1 yard line and the coach told me to throw it, I would have called an audible and handed it to Marshawn Lynch. He's a fucking clown. He's a spineless cunt.
Now I know how Adam feels.
The fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
That guy will never win again. Pete Carroll will never win again, and the quarterback will never win again. What's his name?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
He is handsome though, and his girlfriend's hot. But other than that,
Speaking of gay, the Packers, Aaron Rodgers 2-0. They're at the Saints that are 1-0 Sunday night. Who do you got? -4 with the Saints. I'm
What's
going
the
with the Packers.
Saints record?
1-1.
Oh, is it says 1-0 on mine right now? I'm sorry.
They're 1-1.
yeah, 2-0 Packers versus 1-1 Saints.
Packers.
Yeah, because the Saints beat Brady, and then they lost to Las Vegas. So they've had 2 big games. That's 3 big games in a row for the Saints. So I got New Orleans.
Why did you say gay with the Packers, Chad?
What's that?
Aaron Rodgers and Packers and gay. Why'd you say that?
Because Aaron Rodgers is gay.
Well, come on. He dates Hollywood celebrities.
Yeah, it's called
anymore.
a beard, Jim. It's called a beard.
Yeah. Wink, wink.
When he dated that, who did he date? The race car driver for a while.
Danica Patrick.
Yeah.
They just broke up.
She's obviously a lesbian, so they match up. I think there's a website where celebrity homosexuals match up and they beard them together.
Yeah, they did that with Mark Sanchez, the Jets quarterback, too, with Eva Longoria. They started Broadway shows together because it was going to be up there.
He's like, I'll be with a woman, but I have to go to a Broadway show.
I know. Like, if you're going to get the beard, don't go to a Broadway show. go to fucking WrestleMania.
That's hilarious. Did that really happen?
Yeah.
This will throw him off.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I got to look that up. That's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, what? They were going to Broadway show. I remember it.
Oh,
God damn it. Anyway, all right, Chad.
We got one more game and we can wrap it up. Shout out
Chad,
to
who'd you pick, Chad? I missed it.
I'm going with the Packers.
All right.
Last game, the Kansas City Chiefs. Shout out. They're probably going to go to the Super Bowl. They're at the Ravens. Monday night game. That's going to be a barn burner.
Prelude to the AFC Championship game.
What's the spread?
3 points.
-3, Ravens. You have 3.5. I have 3.
Yeah, I got
It's
3.5. 3.5 today.
3.5 today.
I took Kansas City. I didn't want to. I like Baltimore better, but I asked my son. I go, who we got, Kansas City or Baltimore? He said Kansas City. So I'm gonna take Kansas City and give him 3.5. It's gonna be a good game though.
I'm taking Baltimore.
I'm taking Chiefs.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Kansas City. I'm gonna be at the Improv next week, next Friday and Saturday. If you guys want to come out to the show.
So you adopting that team too?
Florentine.
Wait, what improv? What improv are you going to?
The Kansas City Improv.
Oh, yeah, they're playing in Baltimore though, right?
They
are.
Yeah,
playing in Baltimore.
They are.
But I think now that I think about it, I think whatchamacallit, John Harbaugh, he's a good coach. He'll slow down Kansas City, and Andy Reid is not a good coach. I mean, he looks better now because he's got this great quarterback. But I mean, I was an Eagle fan for a long time, and he was an Eagle coach for a long time, and we had many, many painful Decembers and Januaries.
Did you see his face shield fogging up the first week?
No,
no,
I saw the shield. I don't know it fogged up.
Yeah.
No, I read that. I heard from the same source that Chad has that he got a new mask because I guess it was fogging up so bad.
Yeah.
He needed a new one. But it's so perfect because he's such a fat fuck and he's always thinking about cheesesteaks and breathing heavy and it's so classic. I didn't even know that. That's hilarious. It was so foggy. Couldn't even see the game. Where's the game?
That's funny. I want to give a shout out, Patreon of the month, of the week, William Sutherland. He was one of the first to pledge on Patreon, so I'm giving him a shout out.
For this show?
All right.
No, this is for the Misery Loves Football.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's it's growing. It's growing, guys.
Yeah, and I got to give a shout out to this Pete guy. He told me, he sent me like 20 DMs saying, how come you never give me a shout out? Because sometimes he gives me money directly through my PayPal, but it's never like a lot. It's always no, it's always like $10 or less or whatever. So I guess I never, no, what are you saying? Oh, Jesus. I guess I never read, because usually if it's like a little bit, I don't, but I guess he did it a lot of times that I didn't notice. So he kept DMing me. He goes, how come you never mention? He goes, I'm on your Patreon, on your football. I go, okay, I'll mention you. I'll definitely mention you. He goes, no, I don't need that. I'm like, okay, I don't need that. I can't even win with these guys. But anyway, I forget his name, Pete. He said he didn't want me to say him, but his last name is B, begins with a B. And I'm using my phone, so I can't look it up. It's Pete B something. But shout out to him. He's a good egg. If you sign up for a Patreon, you get video of the show. And the show's pretty fun because we don't have to talk about Brian McCarthy or Neil or Lenny or Chris Redd or Leslie Jones. Hey, let me get your take while we got you here, Jim. How do you think Leslie Jones' shopping show is going to do Sunday night up against Sunday Night Football? Because I know people, since they can't buy groceries, would love to see a show that just people will get to shop and mock. I don't know how much the prices are. They should have the show with food stamps to make it realistic, and they're all mad. But it's just the fact that that's typical Hollywood. Like, you know, it'd be good counter programming for football is a Leslie Jones screaming show with groceries.
What channel?
In the pandemic, and they act like they're so locked in, like we can't not do it now. How about not do it now where there's a fucking pandemic and people don't have money for food? There's fucking food lines and what do you call them, Chad? You've been in one. Whatever. Anyway,
soup kitchens.
No, where you wait in line in your car and they give you a fucking box of food.
Food banks.
Yeah, so it's just like, is that a good time to? So what's your
What network is it on? Is it on a network?
ABC.
Yeah. It's gonna be terrible.
But Lenny,
you can't go up against.
It's gonna be terrible.
You can't go up against the NFL on Sunday night. So they probably stuck it there to bury it so it gets canceled quick.
But Lenny
doesn't get any ratings, so then they go, we'll give you 4 episodes. She's also black, so they're going to go, well, we got to keep her a few extra weeks, then we're racist. So, and then, but they let's stick it on Sunday because it's probably shitty. and we could blame it on the NFL. That's why she didn't get any ratings, and we'll cancel it that way.
Yeah, Lenny's involved. Lenny was helping her, and Lenny tweeted that he there was a promo, and Lenny tweeted, "Hey, I worked hard on this. Can you please watch it?" I think it got 7 likes and 2 retweets. So Lenny's strategy, keeping low on the radar, staying under the radar, is working. Congratulations, Leonard J. Marcus.
Well, if the Giants are playing on a Sunday night, he can't even watch his own show.
I know, what a conflict to have.
That's a conflict of interest. Yeah, it's going to be terrible. I don't watch it. I wouldn't.
No, I saw the promos are just so, it's just Leslie being loud and people shopping, and it's like nobody wants to watch people shop, period, let alone during a pandemic when it's just like people are struggling to fucking put food on the table. So it's just like but it's so typical of like showbiz where like, I think it's gonna work, and we this is we have it set aside for this. So why don't you wait for the pandemic to be over and where people get their jobs back? But they're like, we can't do that. Fucking Jesus Christ. But shout out to Dave Landau. Congrats on selling out the fucking on Side Splitters. Even though I'll have my own sources, Chad, at the fucking Side Splitters. I have PT's number myself, so I'll look into that myself. So, but you probably told him to lie when I asked him. So,
hey, speaking of shout outs and sellouts, for all my hometown friends, go see Jim Florentine at the Funny Stop. He'll be there October 8th through the 10th. That's coming up quick. Shout out to Pete at the Funny Stop. There you are.
What are they doing? Half full?
50%.
All right. And I can't even ask. I have too much respect for Jim, but I was going to ask him, are they paying you 50% of your normal pay?
No, I'm working on doing like a door deal, so I should get about the same money as I usually do.
But how you do a door deal of 50%?
I'm just making the tickets a little higher because I never got a door deal before. He just gives you a flat rate.
Yeah.
So if I sell 35% of the tickets, I'll get the same as what I usually got.
Oh, that's good.
Over 5 shows, which is fine. If I'm going to in town, I might as well do the show. Do 5 shows.
Right.
Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, just to do a full set.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to anyone in the Akron area. Go see Jim. I think Tony Mazur's hosting those shows, so should be a good time.
How many people you think in the Akron area are going to come to the show because they saw this? Just curious.
It's going to be live. It's going to be on iTunes.
I know, but I'm
Spotify.
just saying, how many you think?
I guarantee you sell a couple tickets from this.
Okay.
If you're listening to this show, please mention Misery Loves Football when you buy your tickets to that, and tell Pete to tell Jim that you heard it. You heard it here.
People tell me that people saw Misery Loves Football.
Can I do my plug?
Yeah.
Patty Rosborough, Mark Riccadonna, and Patty's daughter, Molly Kornfeld, doing my show down here on March the 13th.
Patty's daughter's doing stand-up?
Yeah.
She hasn't suffered enough.
March?
Yeah, March, Jim. We're hoping to be opened up by March.
Yeah. That's cool. No, Patty's a great comic, and or Eric Kornfeld, her ex-husband, was a good comic too. So I'm sure the daughter's going to be good.
And I want to plug
always good.
And Riccadonna's great. Yeah, he's a good dude too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives down there now, right? Don't he?
Riccadonna? No, he's still in Pennsylvania.
I thought. Where's he from?
Youngstown, right?
No, because I worked with him, and he said he was eating a lot of cheesesteaks. He acted like he was just moving. He just moved to the Philadelphia area. Is he from Philadelphia?
No.
I think his wife is or something.
I think you're right. I think the wife is.
The wife makes the money?
Yes.
Ken doesn't even flinch. You're supposed to go, I don't know. You're not supposed to.
I talked to him the other day. So, listen,
You're not supposed to embarrass. You're not supposed to embarrass the guy. I'm supposed to trick you.
No, he's proud of it. He's proud.
Oh, he is?
Shout out to Nick DiPaolo, too.
Yeah, why are you wearing that shirt?
Because I don't have my Starfucker shirt yet.
All right, buy the Star shirt. We sold more shirts the last the last 2 weeks that I don't know what's going on. Anyway, buy the Starfucker long sleeve. I'm wearing it, and then buy the Kevin's Beautiful Boys long sleeve, and let's sell some shirts.
I won't be buying that.
It's fun selling shirts. Here's a story. We'll close with this. We're not closed, but my last thing. Bruce
the douche.
Bruce, he lives in my building and whatever. He's a kind of ongoing character in the show. He did my website. He did Brian's website. So he doesn't live here anymore. He moved. But before I moved, I go, maybe I'll do it. Should I just do my own t-shirts? Cause I have a t-shirt guy, cause his was slow cause of the pandemic. His t-shirt thing was we had to deal with like 3 or 4 people. He goes, I don't know. He goes, well, we're just talking, and he goes, well, I said, you still do Brian's thing? And he goes, yeah. I said, well, isn't that a conflict of interest that you're kind of doing my t-shirts and Brian's t-shirts? And he goes, well, I don't know. I go, well, how many does Brian sell? He goes, he does pretty good. I go, how many? He goes, like 1 a month. I'm like, why are we talking like grown-ups? Like we're stupid. Like 1 a month. 1 a month. And this guy's a multimillionaire, but he spends time promoting his t-shirts where he sells 1 a month. That's like, we must have in the first month, I must have sold over 100 shirts because I'm making money. So I haven't seen Bruce, but I'm going to go like, Bruce, I sell like 1 a day. Like, I'm like Steve Jobs compared to Brian. Like, I'm a genius.
Jesus.
But the fact that people enable Brian and it's just like, 1 a month. 1 a month. Just fucking kill yourself, Brian.
Hey, Kevin, tell Jim where my Starfucker shirt is.
Well, I don't know this for a fact, but I think Ken's mom just died, so he buried a Starfucker shirt with her.
He put it in the coffin.
What do you mean you don't know if it's a fact?
I wasn't there. It's just like I can't. People are telling tall tales. Dave Lando sells tickets in Florida. I don't know what's true and what's not true. So yeah, so
the Starfucker shirt.
Yeah, I buried it with her.
Wow.
But she didn't have one. She just made her be buried with it, right?
She actually saw Kevin twice live, and she really.
You act like I'm Nirvana. She saw me twice live. Like, who gives a shit? No, but when she didn't have a shirt, did she, of mine? You made her.
No.
Against her will. You gave it to her against her will. Anyway, this is the best show we've ever done. Misery Loves Football. Second one, but still the best one.
Nice to meet you, Jim.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
Jim, anything else
you gotta get him. Why don't you book Jim on your thing? He's a Jersey guy. He would kill.
Yeah, March 2022, I'll be on it. March 2021 is already booked, so don't worry, we got time.
He does one a year. He likes to book in advance, too.
Yeah.
Promoting
I got Jim's Barstool email.
Yeah, he's promoting 5 months from now.
I'll come down there and do it. I always like doing local gigs.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a good gig. It's a good crowd. It's a fundraiser, so they're always in a good mood. All right, Jim. Thanks for your time. Of course.
All right, man. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
It was a pleasure, and good luck with your coach buddy. All right, Chad, Ken, everybody. Thanks.
5-star review on iTunes, guys. Thanks for watching.
It's on iTunes and sign up for the Patreon, and you get video of this classic show. Thanks, everybody.
Get to see Chad's different hat each week.
No, I know. It's worth it right there.
Sign up for the video. Because we're talking about the hat. People want to see what kind of hat he had.
That's right.
That's why you got to sign up. I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, thanks.
I'm logging out.
Kevin's got to go. He's got to call BT.